Hi guys, today we're going to talk about finding domain and range given a graph. So a couple definitions that I would like you to write down to begin is domain and range. So domain is a set of all possible inputs or x values of a function, and the range is the set of all possible outputs or y values of a function. So let's take a look at this first graph. What we're looking for to find the domain is the set of all possible inputs, or what x values does our function cross over. So if we take a closer look, we can see that our x values seem to start at -4 and go all the way to +3. So when we're looking at x input values, we're looking at the x-axis, and where does our function kind of pass over the x-axis? So we can kind of create a box here. What we're looking at is we're looking that our function starts here and ends here. So our function covers everything that is in between those two yellow lines. However, if you notice, we have what are called open circles at the beginning and the end of our function. This means that our function goes all the way to those x value points, but it doesn't actually ever touch them. So we can go all the way to -3.9999999, but we'll never actually get to -4. And same on the right side. We can go all the way to 2.9999999, but we'll never actually touch +3. So how are we going to write our domain? Well, in words, we want to express that our function goes from -4 all the way to 3. So we could write that in words as going from -4 to +3. However, we want to write this in a mathematical way. So how we are going to write this is we'll start with -4. We're going to start with our lowest x value point. And instead of the word 2, we're going to represent this with an x because our domain represents all of the x values. However, our x does not touch -4, so x has to be just greater than -4. Or in other words, -4 has to be less than x. And our maximum value is 3, and x has to be less than our maximum value of 3. So in mathematical language, we have our domain is equivalent to -4 is less than all of the x values, which is less than 3. So we can say our domain is from -4 to +3. For our range values, we're looking at the y values. So where does our graph start and stop on the y-axis? So we can draw a horizontal line. Our graph, the lowest point we see goes to -2 on the y-axis and up to +4 on the positive y-axis. So in words, our function goes from -2 up to +4 for the range. When we write that in mathematical terminology, we're going to do the same exact thing. So our graph goes from -2, which is going to be less than or smaller than all of the y values that our function passes over. And this is less than +4, since we don't have any other points that go past 4. We also have to be careful. We're using the less than symbols instead of less than or equal to. Because of those open circles, our graph does not actually touch those points. So it's just going to be less than those points. All right, and then we can finally determine if it's a function or not. We should be really great with this from the last concept. So we can use our vertical line test to determine that, yes, this is a function. All right, let's go ahead and look at our other graph. So for domain, once again, we're looking at the x value. So it's helpful to kind of box in where your function is. The last point that our graph touches looks like it is -5. And the other point that our graph touches and doesn't go past is -1. So for our domain, our graph is going from -5 to -1. So in this case, we're going to start with the smaller of the two numbers. So we have -5 is less than, and in this case, because we actually do have a coordinate point that touches -5, it's also going to be equal to. So less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to, because we do have a point that touches up at -1, and then -1. So we can look at our domain. We read that our graph covers all of the x values from -5 to -1. All right, we're going to do the same thing with the range. We're going to see where we start on our graph. And we always start with the lowest number. So we start at -2, and we go all the way up to +2. So really what we're doing is we're kind of boxing in our function. So we start at -2. We always start at our lowest number. So -2 is less than. And in this case, because we have the open circle here, it's not going to be equal to. It's just going to be less than. So we have to be really careful with that. And then we're dealing with the y values. And this is going to be less than or equal to, because up at the top we do have this closed circle, and that's a +2 for the y values. So we have -2 is less than y, which is less than or equal to +2. And in this case, if we do our vertical line test, this is not a function because we have two different outputs for the exact same input. So we're not going to see a function for this guy. All right, let's go ahead and do two more examples just to really get a good understanding of how to write domain and range. All right, for this example, we can create a box for our function. So the first one, we're going to determine all of the x values that our graph passes over. So we start at 2, and it looks like we end here at 3. So our two numbers are going to be 2 and 3. We have 2, and our basic setup is the less than x is less than 3. And then we just have to go back and determine if any of these are going to be equal to. So at 2, we have a closed circle, so we're going to need that less than or equal to. But at 3, we have an open circle, so it's just going to be less than. All right, for our range, we're looking at the y values that our graph crosses over. So we see that our graph starts at 1 and ends at 3 for the y values. So our range is going to be 1 is less than y. We're not going to put the equal to because of that open circle when y is 1. And then less than or equal to 3. And we did less than or equal to because when y is 3, we're at a closed dot. And this one, using our vertical line test, will represent a function. So yes, this guy is a function. All right, for our last example. Once again, we're looking for all of the x values for domain. So our domain, we start at -4 and we go all the way to +4. Something to keep in mind, -4 is a closed circle. So we're going to have -4 is less than or equal to x, which is less than 4. And since 4 was an open circle, we're going to leave that inequality as just a less than. So our domain covers all of the x values from -4 to +4. For our range, we start on the y values. Our lowest y value that graph covers is -4. And we go all the way up to -2. And this one's a little tricky. At -4, we have one closed circle and one open circle. But if ever there is a closed circle, that guy will win out. So that means it is less than or equal to at the -4 point. And this graph does touch -2. So both of our inequalities are going to be less than or equal to. So we have -4 is less than or equal to y, since range is the y values, which is less than or equal to -2. And if we use our vertical line test, we will see that yes, this guy does represent a function. And that is how you do domain and range. Once again, I would highly, highly recommend when you're just starting out finding domain and range of graphs to box in your function so that you can better determine your start and end values, and then look at your open and closed circles to determine if you should have just a less than inequality or a less than and equal to inequality.